You know, when Mafo came to this church, I thought that he didn't used to talk. Okay, Sam is a gentleman. Why are you laughing like that? There are some people who you mean in this church there's no gentle person who doesn't. There's somebody, hey, miracle, come bring that down. He's environment dependent. Wait, I'm just trying to find out. There are people who don't talk in this church. Who? Goodness. Geoffrey. Is it Geoffrey? Is Geoffrey quiet? Emma? Emma is quiet. He's not in the environment. No, this is Emma they are talking. No, it's this one. Now, I'm just trying to find out two people who don't talk, marrying. How dry their marriage is going to be. Okay, or you two people who are outgoing. Two loud, very loud people. They always like going out. You see, the problem is that they will never be together. I hope that's not your exit. Come and stay here. So that when you start moving, changing, go back. Miracle. Go to where I defeat them. Say, you are playing with me. Just imagine two loud, very loud people. They will weary themselves. Eh? So you see, God brings balance. Makes you different. That's why your nose is not the same as another person's nose. Your head, it's not as if your head is the best. God likes variety, okay? So, don't hate anybody because the person is different from you. Are you with me? Are you with me? So, it's important that, we have that. And then we talked about something that don't start up relationships. Boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend. I know your hormones are very active now. Please calm them down, okay? Yeah? Learn to calm them down because nothing derails a person like issue of boyfriend, girlfriend when you start doing, allowing your emotions. Before your eyes, you're going to see your academic performance nosedive. We treated that session and somebody shared how she moved from 4 points to 1 point. Just because of getting entangled emotionally. There is time for everything. And you must fight it with the whole of your being. And amazingly, this issue of boyfriend, girlfriend has become an epidemic in our society now. Huh? True of us. Huh? So fight it with your life. Fight it with your life. Fight it with your life. Bind it. Sometimes you may need to open up to somebody and say, I don't dey go small. Huh? Don't say too much. Just say, or you just say, help! Cry out for help when you are going. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Huh? Are you sure? Emma, you know. Emma to fight. Maybe you just see one fine year, one girl. My God. And then you now want to go, can I have your pencil, please? Hey, see, let me tell you what you do. When you discover that you are being attracted to somebody, avoid the person like a plague. Hey, are you with me? If people are in the same department, once you are coming, find out where the person is sitting and sit in another. But the thing that will be happening is that you want to sit near where the person is. Either you want to sit close or you want to sit behind where you can be. See, one of the ways to kill that attraction is to stay away. Let it not be that as a person you want to go and collect note and copy. But that's what used to happen. Is that person, among every other person in the class, is that note that you like? The handwriting is clearer. You even tell yourself, give yourself an excuse. Of all the people in this my department, this is the handwriting that is declared. Satan has, you see, once you say that thing, just know that Satan has one of your legs. You need to remove it immediately. Even if it has the finest handwriting, please go and look for the ugliest one and collect. To save your soul. Because you start from that note, it will get to something else. And let that person not be your reading partner. He said, we want to read. When are you going to read? By 11 p.m. You didn't whine me. You are whining yourself. Hey, Jesus. You see, you are the one tempting Satan. No? Satan is not the one tempting you now. You see, as much as possible, let the person that you are attracted to not be your reading partner. If it is possible, in fact, don't if it is possible, make it possible. Let your reading partner be the person of same sex with you. You see, because from reading, now let me tell you, even if you don't have attraction you are not attracted to somebody, from too much staying together, attraction will. Okay, let me find out. Has it happened to anybody here? No. I don't want normal. Just if it has happened to you, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. I'm led to extract answer from the people there. It has never happened to you people. All the four of you there. Let me say three of you. Let me leave that one. That's a small boy. So you just discover that the vision will start changing. Very soon you will now bring cooler for the person. Hey, I've called the sisters. You see, the spirit will move you to bring amala. You will now remember power of generosity. You said, this is what Pastor taught us, generosity. You cook oha soup. As if that person is a prophet. Who is finished here? You have not said what you are looking for. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Let me tell you this story. I shared it where I went to minister. Bro, one quanta. Somebody came and said that there is one bro, one quanta that's been cooking oha soup for him. I said, do you know what is oha soup? A brother will be cooking oha soup for you. You see, the power of generosity will not even make it happen. There's no amount of anointing I will use and preach power of generosity that a brother will be cooking. That's God will move Geoffrey to be cooking oha soup and be bringing to a man. It can't happen. It's not possible. Has he finished cooking beans? said that the brother was cooking or has soup for it. I said, pause, because I could. He said, do you say he's a brother? Bro, one quanta. I said, you are lying, no. He said, no, Pastor, it's not, I'm not lying. It's Bron one quanta. I said, okay, don't worry. I said, that Bron one quanta. Let me just tell you for your information, that Oha soup is a proposer. He said, but he's a brother. I said, I said, they are proposing to you. You are eating Oha soup. Very soon it will hook you. And then when he went back and he was telling the person that he came, he said, look, that pastor caught me, that person is not a brother, he's a sister. And actually, the person that wanted me to marry her, you are eating Oha soup. Do you know what is Oha soup? Oha soup is not a regular soup that people plan and cook it. Then somebody brought you Oha soup this week, brought Oha soup next week. Run, no. And it's when you went to, you say the Lord has supplied. It's not the Lord, it's Satan. You need to know when God supplied and when Satan is supplying. Hey. You know, when I was single, one of the decisions I took is that I said, I won't want anybody to mistakenly say that I proposed to her, that I was showing. Hey, are you with me? So I was deliberate about it, so that nobody will mistake my generosity for proposal. Hey, are you with me? You are giving attention. That's the only person. You never tell any other person they are looking fine. That's the only person you say, you are looking fine. And you have 3 sisters. Hey, are you with me? Sisters, do you have brothers that are doing this type of thing I'm saying? They will not talk. They will not talk now. You see the brother, he has 3, 4 other sisters. His one is focusing, he say, this is your hair, it's fine. And all the other people did hair too. Sisters, no confession. Any confession. You have some brothers in our midst. Continue. Anyway, let me close with this. Have a good, healthy, and godly relationship with your teachers and your lecturers. You know, we hadn't talked about this. Establish a good, godly relationship with your lecturers. This should be strictly for academic purpose. Strictly. It's not, you shouldn't go and be saying, giving your lecturer a high five. I shouldn't see you throwing your body. You know, sometimes some of you do those kind of throwing your body at your teachers. No. Have a healthy. Develop that rapport. What do I mean by that? So that you can easily assess them to explain something that is difficult. Are you with me? Are you with me? Very important. And not cross academic purpose. Don't go and then you are gisting general gist. Hey, are you with me? It should be minimized, because that's how trouble, especially if the person is male and you are female. I need to say that. Now, can I even say that more? Especially if you have breasts. Yes, I wanted you to laugh. Some say if you are breasted. If you have started growing into adolescent. In fact, let me tell you this. Even in our generation now, you can meet a warped teacher. So you need to be careful. Some of them, whether you have breasts or you don't have breasts, that's not their business. So your relationship must be strictly what? Must be strictly what? Emma, are you here? You have traveled. must be strictly what? Academics. Explain this for me. I didn't understand this in class. Okay? Any other thing, Satan is the person you are looking for. And you should be able to know boundaries and know when something is crossing limits. Hey, are you with me? Come on, are you with me? You should be able to know boundaries. And know when any male or female teacher is crossing what? And this is not limited. You see, God had the you can have a generation where a young lady is preying on a young student. Hey, are you with me? Because now Satan is on rampage. So you should be able to know when shaking of hand is crossing able. And what you do is that, one, cry out. Okay? And then secondly, avoid contact with the person. Stay away. So you need such for clarifications, for them to help you, in certain things that you don't understand. But it should be strictly. Do you hear me? What did I say? It should be what? Underline that word, strictly. Very important. All right. Have you learned something, and have you been reminded of something that will help you? Huh? All right. So in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to switch over to the business. I want us to leave here by 6 or thereabout. Lord, you are good, and your mercy endureth forever. Where's my notes? Don't sing, because once you just start singing, hey, I can't find my notes. Now, the last time that we had this discussion, we're talking about knowing your employer's, desire, or customers' desire, knowing what they want. Do you remember that? Do you remember? Do you remember? All right. So, please help me check on my table or somewhere for something like this. But why he's going to check that? Now, one of the things that, okay, I think I'll just do this recap as the year is coming to an end. One of the things that everyone who is doing business here or who is a career person must begin to do between now and ending of the year is to begin to crystallize a vision. Are you with me? Are you with me? Is to begin to do what? Crystallize a vision. The Bible says, write a vision, make it plain, so that he that readeth will run with it. You see, vision will give you motion. Vision, that's what it means. And let any vision that is not written down is not really a vision, it's a wish. So you need to sit down and begin to crystallize. Okay, first of all, analyze where you are now. Where am I at? Then you are asking yourself, where do I want to be in my career? If it's business, where do I want to be? And then you find out what are the requirements for me to get to the place that I want to be. Sometimes where you want to be, if it is a career, might need you writing an exam, getting a certification. Note down that the exam that you need to write and find out what are the requirements. Don't live without a vision. Don't live without knowing the direction that your life, you want your life to go under God. The Bible says, where there is no vision, the people what? The people what? Perish. So have a vision. Have a vision. If I'm running if I'm running a tailoring outfit, where do I want to be by this time next year? Where do I want to be? Now, you could also ask yourself, what kind of clients do I want to be servicing? I hope you know the type of people you are servicing determines the type of money that will come into your hands. Hey, are you with me? Some of you, where you are, you can't make things for kings yet. And for every one of us, part of what you must trust God to help you to do is to get to a point where you can serve kings. Hey, are you with me? No matter what you're doing. Now, let's assume for the tailor, let me still use the fashion designer now. Emma, come back here. So you have carried this camera and handed over to this small boy and ran away. See your life. Now, let me tell you this. There are two things maybe that may help you to, or three, let me say three now. One, the type of machine that you use. Hey, are you with me? Now, depending on where you are now, I don't know, you might begin to have a goal that, okay, I need to upgrade my machine from manual to electric. I need to acquire a weaving machine. I need to acquire certain things. Now, one of the things you are going to do is that if you are really walking in faith, you need to go and find out the prices for those things. Are you with me? Come on, are you with me? Find out the prices. Check out things that will make your work better, because you can't just serve kings anyhow. Anyway, that may not be the first place to start. Maybe the first place may be to enhance and upgrade your skill. Because the truth is this: no matter what you think you are sowing now, there is a better way you can sow. You see, now let me tell you this. It's not pride. There was a time I could meet any tailor to sew for me. Huh? Are you with me? Like that jacket they made for you people during the anniversary. He said, let's not go there. There was a time I can't, you see, even if you give it to me as a seed, I will just tell you thank you and go and dump it somewhere. That's, if I reject it, it may sink your faith. But you see, I will not wear it one day. In case if you want to see me wear it, when you come home, I can wear it and sleep. So you can see me that I've worn it. Are you with me? Huh? Are you with me? Okay. Let me tell you something I did recently. There is one of my clothes. It has a kind of something like a bada. Now, I made it in the days of ignorance when I was one of those tailors. They didn't make it very well. You know what happened? I've condemned that cloth. I went and cut another color of that material. And I've sent it to my tailor to make so that I can be wearing the top. That is how. It's not pride. There are things I can't wear now. Forget it. See, I'm just telling you, in case you are led to buy something as a gift, don't go to Wadata. I will not take it. Don't go and buy anything and say, without generosity. I will not reject it. I will carry it. But if you are hoping to see me wear it, you may not. Are you with me? Come on, are you with me? Now, what am I trying to say is this. For some of us, you may need to upgrade. And you may need to go and pay and learn. Don't just depend on free. Now, first of all, while you are trying to gather the money, these things are online. Them and enhance your skill. In my life, I've made many mistakes. Should I tell you? One of the mistakes that I made in my life was that, you see, when I know I could sing, and then when I now realized that I had a call to be a pastor, you know what I did? I said, In fact, those days, because when we were growing up, it's not these days, singing and pastoring, they don't go together. Then, you know, if you're a preacher, you're a preacher. If you are singing, you are singing. So I now told myself, I convinced myself that let me focus on teaching. And I abandoned the... Now, think about it. Like I was telling them many years ago, if I was serious about it, I had learned how to play instruments, I had upgraded my skill in music. Think about what would be happening now. No, think about it. Can you imagine it? No, can you imagine it? You can imagine that they will put this thing for me and I'm playing keyboard and I'm singing. Oh my God. Lord, show me mercy now. You can imagine they will just put this in and you just say, wow. You reign for a power. But you see, foolishness did not allow me, told me that focus on. Now I don't have time to go. But that time I had enough time to learn those things. Now, it's not as if I'm going to still try. But I need to. No, you know, there's a level where you need to do where you're not worrying about many things. I'm not going to be telling myself, can't you see that the boy is playing an instrument? See, he didn't start. There was a time if you had tried that thing. Now he has first of all, there is no instrument he wants to buy, he can't buy. Secondly, the people come to teach him at his own time. For example, if I ask Sam to come and teach me something now, it's his time that he will want to give me. Whether the time, but you see, there's a level where I will get to. Sam can come and sleep in my house and be teaching me and he'll be happy teaching me by 12 because he knows when he's leaving in the morning. Samo, am I communicating? Am I communicating? But now I can't try it. And it's a problem. You see, I was hearing, you know, there's a time you can come that you have Baba. The Baba can barb you by 1 a.m. Because your schedule can... Don't remain at this. Tell somebody, don't remain at this level. Levels, levels. I'm telling you, levels. I was hearing somebody bought a house for somebody for 150 million. That's somebody he bought for somebody. Now, it's not boyfriend, girlfriend. It's just, you see, you know what will make somebody to just say, choose house and pay it immediately? The person prayed for her, and then, first of all, he took the person to where they are selling cars and said, choose any car. He said, do you like this one? The van is pointing is 100 and something million. He says, this one is too big. Then he chose one. Then when they bought that one is like less than the first one they pointed to him. Then they now transferred the balance of that one into his account. It's levels. Sam, do you like that level? You see, I want to be there. Like I can carry Jude and say, Jude is wishing. I say, Lord, move him. Move him even right now. But that prayer, the Lord will not answer it now. I know your heart, you just say, Lord, why don't do it for him now as I speak? You know. I want to be, some levels are good though. My God. Where money will not be your trouble. You know, some of us where we are now, money is troubling us plenty. They 90% of the thing of preoccupying your mind is money related. Kai, there are realms. And I declare that God will take you there. I said that God will take you there. God will take you there. So, get those visions. Now, I talked about upgrading your skills. What was the first one I talked about? Getting tools. I hope you know that for everything you are doing now, there are better tools of getting them done. Are you with me? Set those goals. Go and find out what it's going to be. And then, don't just stop at finding out what it's going to be. Draft out plans. For somebody, the last cloth you bought probably should be the last cloth. Hey, are you getting what I'm saying? Because you see, if you want to achieve something, you may need to pay some prices. Now, you now find out that every money that you would have used to buy shoe or buy clothes, you are channeling it for that purpose. Are you with me? Are you with me? Because you see, if you pay today, you will play later. We're trying to compete. We're trying to outshine the other person without trying to channel our resources well. So, have that vision. Sit down, have that vision. As the year is coming to an end. And then, you see, don't wait. You know, the problem is that sometimes we think that December is a time to just flex. Is it not? Flex. Then when we cross over, we shut down for 21 days. Is it not? Then it's after 21 days now. Then you start now thinking what you are going to do with your life that year. The year would have already gone far. You see, let me tell you this. Nothing stops you from fasting this December. To begin to get yourself set. So that while the year is starting, you already hit the ground running. Hey, are you with me? Don't be a religious person. This should be the period why many people, you see, people can be so distracted running up and down. Even in this economy now, that is the way it is. Some people will still insist that they must travel to their village. They do you, now do. They do you. And it's not as if you have any serious thing to do. You must still gather maybe 30-something, 50,000 naira, burn it. In fact, sometimes you borrow it and just go and burn it. And maybe when you travel, they increase fuel. You know, it happened one December. There was one December it happened. They increased fuel. Many people got stocked. In fact, I remember somebody calling me that I'm stuck in the village. I need transport money. The money I have saved for my coming back is not enough. I can assure you it may happen this December. Don't say I didn't tell you. Now, why don't you, all that money that you are trying to gather to go and burn for December, is it not possible to keep it and channel it into your vision for next year? Hey, are you with me? Is it not possible? Don't insist that you are going to wear new clothes this year. You can channel that money towards your vision for next year. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now, as I try to tidy up, but next year we're going to take it. One of the major things you're going to prepare yourself for next year is going to be the issue of time management. How to use your time well. You see, time is the resource that we all have at the same level. There's nobody who has more time than the other. Are you with me? Now, successful people have the same 24 hours. Failures is still the same 24 hours. Is there anybody who has 25 hours? Is there anybody who has 25 hours? But you see, successful people achieve more in their 24 hours or with their 24 hours than failures. So you see, one of the things that you must do next year is that you must weigh your life. Hey, are you with me? Are you with me? So you need to have, an inventory or overview of how did I spend my time this year? Because if I'm going to make progress next year, the way I use my time is very important. Now, you may need to read many books on time management, even though I'm going to try to teach them. Find out the things that are important and find out things that are not important. Find out the things that are urgent or they are important but they are not urgent. Find out things that are not so important. For example, one of the things that may not necessarily be so urgent, but even though they are important, might be responding to certain mails and certain WhatsApp chats. Are you with me? Those I greet you with fire. You don't have to. You can respond to them when you have retired for the day. It's one of the things I'll try, because sometimes you find out that many successful people schedule some of these kind of time-wasting events. They can schedule by so time, this is what I'm going to do, and they will allocate time for it. And once they will just use that time and get in, do it, and they escape. Have you ever started doing Facebook by 7? You just went to check, and when you realize it was 12 midnight. Who? Can I see your hand? Has it ever happened to you? When you discovered it was now 12:05. And how time was going, you didn't even know. You know, when you are doing foolish things, oh Jesus, things that will not add value to you, you won't even know that time is going. So one of the things you must do is that you must take inventory. How did I use my time this year? And then next year, you're going to plan yourself. And one of the things you must do next year is that for every day you should have a to-do list. What did I say? Write out. In fact, probably sometimes you can do it a day before and say, okay, these are the things. Or when you wake up in the morning, you can think, okay, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to meet this person. I need to call this person. I need to do this. Maybe it might even be a call that is related to your business. You write it down. I need to do. Are you getting what I'm saying? Sometimes we just get into a day without focus, without an agenda. You can't make much out of life without having an agenda for the day. And sometimes, in fact, you can migrate it to agenda for the week. You can migrate it to agenda for the month. Now, for example, you can begin to tell yourself next year, these are the things I need to achieve. I need to write this exam. I need to get this skill. I need to write this. Write those things down. Find out what is good and schedule a time for them. And say, okay, every day I'm going to be doing this. If it is somebody who your passion is music, you say every day I'm going to learn, I'm going to have a voice training. Every day I'm going to play this number of hours on the keyboard. Hey, are you with me? You see, you need to upgrade your skills so that when you hit that chord, people will know that somebody touched it. If you are making hair, you schedule. I'm going to train for this number of hours. I want to see you people rise next year. Now, let me tell you, I wish you happy new year does not make year happy. I know when we cross over, we say, hey, happy new. Thank God for happy new year. But it has never made anybody's year happy. See, let me tell you this. Let the people say, I wish you a bad year. And you do some of these things I'm telling you, you won't have a bad year. If you like, let all the bishops come and say, Happy New Year. And you do nothing about your life. Your life will still be the way. It won't change nothing. So, let's be tired. No, I'm not going to say let's be tired, but let's have a rethink about the issue of Happy New Year. Hey, are you with me? Deliberately plan to have a Happy New Year. And it's part of what I'm telling you now. Let's not just get excited. First, hey, Happy New Year. Hey, I've seen another. You see, New Year does not necessarily mean new life. It's the same Monday, it's the same Sunday, it's the same. Which a minute difference. No, the truth is that we are the ones who are saying, see, what you don't know is that some other people have crossed the year. There are people, Ethiopians, their own year calendar is different from this one you are using. You are not aware. Huh? See, your new year can start tomorrow. Your new year can start today. Don't wait. Say, you know, some of you, there are things that are coming to you and say, next year I'll start it. Why are you waiting for next year to start? Hey, am I talking to somebody? I'm talking to somebody. Don't wait for January. Your new year can begin today. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? Don't get locked up in tradition. And, you know, sometimes some people, their own lives are packed up now. What they are now waiting for is, they say next year. Everything is moved to next year. No. Why do you have to do that? except if you have labored, then you now know you need to rewind. And then, but if you have not labored anything, like many of us, are you with me? It's not because some of us, you don't need a holiday. You have been on holiday from January to now. So don't add another. In fact, your work should start. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Some of you don't need a holiday. No, but don't say you don't need it. Because since January you have been on holiday doing nothing with your life. So now that you have heard this message, start doing something with what? Your life. And part of that thing you need to do is a vision and the issue of time management. Time management. Let me tell you something about champions. Champions are early risers. Try this thing. You see, do you discover that anytime your day doesn't start early, it's almost useless? Are you with me? You are starting your day by 11 a.m. The day has finished now. And you know the way this thing runs, once he hits 12, it's already 10 p.m. Once he reaches 12 in the afternoon, day has finished. Are you seeing how you just open your eyes, you resume in the morning. Before you know, the next thing you are going home by 8 a.m., 8 p.m. And sometimes you look around, you have not achieved one thing. Who knows what I'm talking about? So redeem the time. The Bible says,